Hey guys, it's me Ubaid, and today we will see how we can generate these graphs or any type of data visualization using AI, and that will be according to our data set, whatever we will provide, or we can even give them text-based instruction and ask for the data set, right? So I will just show you the pipeline of the higher level how you can do it, and obviously every requirement is of different nature, so we will see that. So here is my bar chart, a simple bar chart which is developed on recharts. If you don't know about recharts, it's a NEXTjs or React package which is very handy for uh, generating any kind of data visualization, and which is very interactive also, right? So here you can see we get the values, we get the labels, all the things. Now what I want to do is I will just ask any kind of AI system to develop me a graph for, let's say, population of countries or any type of data, and it will generate this kind of graph for me. These are only, dummy values, but we will see how we can change these, and this is also editable. I can just edit the values here. Okay, and if you are working on any custom product, you can join the membership and get the technical consultancy, coaching, and one-to-one weekly discussion on anything you are working on. Okay, let's start what we have here. So, what's the pipeline? Here is the code which empower this whole graph, and you can see we are using recharts. The other thing we are using is HTML to canvas, which will empower us to do the editing and then export the graph as PNG. Let's see how we can do this. So I can here, let's say I give them give the graph some black color, and then I can just change the labels. You can see it's happening real time, right? So Apple, and even I can change this also. So let's say here I say Ubaid, right? Now I can export this as PNG. So all the edited uh, changes are reflecting here, and this is just a shadow. I mean, that is minor, we can ignore for now, but we can obviously get rid of that. So my bar chart, we added Ubaid, and here we added Apple, right? Okay, cool. Now we want this kind of functionality, but with our own instructions or data. How we can do this? So what I did is I basically have to change this data set, right? So what I can simply do, and that's where the power of LLM or reasoning power of any AI model comes in. I can just give them this demo data or the default data and ask to generate the data for my requirement. Here is how I do this. So I'll just say generate the dataset according to this requirement, and the requirement is in some other font. You can just use like italic or anything to differentiate the the requirement. So generate a graph for the population of countries. Now the data format I have provided this exactly. Here we get the data set which we can literally plug in our application, and our application will behave like as an AI powered, where you can ask for a graph real time with your own instructions and get them get back the dynamic version of graph, and then you can edit them, you can change labels, you can edit values and export the graph as PNG, right? So obviously they can some things you want to change. Like here, in the format we have name without quotation, but here we have quotation. AI just automatically added that, so I specifically remove that by giving the AI the instruction, and it actually follows. So I get this data. I can just copy, and what I will do now is paste it here. Now this pipeline, obviously you will not do it yourself every time copy paste, right? So we'll just do like call API call to the LLM and get the data back and then plug in, right? So that is not any like okay, yeah, so that will require not any effort, right? Like not technical at all, but pipeline will be same. Now this is also a small bug, so please ignore that. I will just make it wide so that we can see clearly what we have in the graph. Okay, so you can see for the population of countries we get China as the number one. Obviously we know that. India the second, and then USA, the Pakistan, Indonesia and all that, right? So what eventually happening is AI getting the information or the instructions and then generating the data set, or even you can provide your own data set, right, as a CSV, and then ask for this convert that into the data format you want, like this data format, and then you plug in your application. All the functionality will work exactly as same. So let's say I do this, and yeah, so for the China I can say Great China, and for the bar chart I can just change the title population of countries, and we get it. If we see what we have exported, it is our graph, right? And yeah, so I hope you like the concept and the pipeline of how we can do this. Mostly AI application work on this kind of setup, where they just kind of use LLM to do a fill in the blank, like this is the fill in the blank, this data set or exact format, right? Not even the data set. I mean, I would suggest that you don't actually believe these values, rather provide them like provide the AI your own values and ask to like generate data set, right? So yes, and AI will fill in the blank and all your functionality will work as you have created, right? Okay, and yeah, if you are working on anything custom, you can join the membership or even reach out to WhatsApp or email. All the links will be in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll meet you in the next video.